Behind every alarming statistic, a real story of a real life wiped out in a matter of seconds.
मेरी बेटी कभी बीमार भी नहीं हुई थी, बहुत स्वस्थ बेटी थी, खिलाड़ी बेटी थी मेरी, कभी एडमिट नहीं हुई हॉस्पिटल में। ये स्वस्थ बेटी को मैं घर से विदा करती हूँ और ऐसी खबर आती है।
The mother of 18-year-old Deepti Yask is inconsolable. Deepti, a school topper, a national level athlete, was run over by a speeding car while trying to cross the road to get to a metro station. She was run over by a 50-year-old woman who's now out on bail. The family says Deepti died of excessive blood loss, though she was still breathing when she arrived here, the trauma center at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi. In India, there are 16 deaths every hour and 58 road accidents every hour. In Delhi, our national capital, there are 5 deaths every day. 4 of these are pedestrians and riders of two-wheelers. 1.5-year-old Lakshya can barely recognize the people in this photo frame. He lost his parents last year to a terrible road accident in South Delhi. His parents Deepa and Asha Sharma had gone out shopping on a motorbike. Asha died on the spot. Deepak suffered severe head injuries. He was in a coma for 9 months. He eventually died in March.
लाजपत नगर मेट्रो स्टेशन के नीचे जो बीआरटी बनी हुई है उससे टकराया है ये।
At Asia's biggest trauma center, AIIMS, there are 60,000 patients every year. Nearly 50% of these are victims of road accidents. Most of those brought in are by the police, occasionally by bystanders. In many cases, people are worried about wrongly being prosecuted by the police. They choose to look the other way, when in fact, they could save lives.
We don't have a good Samaritan law, and therefore there are obstructions to bystanders bringing in patients. So we have about 30 to 40% of our roadside victims being brought by the police.
How many of those brought in are victims of drunk drivers? In many cases, no one knows. It's not compulsory to conduct a blood test for drunk driving unless the police asks for it.
The Apex Trauma Center, AIIMS, is one of the highest volume centers in the world, trauma centers in the world. We receive about 60,000 patients in a year, which comes to around 140 to 150 patients every day. And about 50% of them are road traffic injuries. Although as a policy, we do not have in our Motor Vehicle Act that it is mandatory for us to take blood samples for alcohol. But yes, if the police wants or if the police gives it in writing, we do take the blood samples, which we hand it over to the police for detection of blood alcohol levels.
What gives anyone the right to do this? Abuse the law, abuse the police. No care, no control, no respect. This is not an uncommon sight on our roads.
We're at a posh South Delhi area where the police are conducting drunk driving tests, and already in the last half hour, 4 people have been caught. It's not even that late in the night, and just behind me, a major ruckus with one of those who has been caught, who's been, of course, naming people he knows, saying that he will not pay the challan. The police say this is a regular feature here, where people call up other people saying, "Do you know who I know?" And of course, what's ironic is that in India, only 4.7% of all road fatalities are attributed to drunk driving.
According to the World Health Organization, drinking and driving is one of the 5 key risk factors leading to increased road crashes. Overspeeding is closely linked to drunk driving, and together they occupy 68.7% of driver-related fatalities around the world.
What is actually showing is that the number of people dying and getting injured because of road injury and accident is actually more than the disease burden that is associated with TB malaria in this country.
Sadly, the law has been easy on those who are caught drinking and driving. A fine of 2,000 rupees is often enough to get away. The maximum punishment you can get, just 3 years in jail.
दारू पीकर व्हीकल चलाने वाले लोगों की दुनिया में सबसे कम संख्या हिंदुस्तान में, ऐसा स्टैटिस्टिक दिखा रहा था। आपका विश्वास होगा, मेरा नहीं है। एक तो ऐसा है कि ये हमारे देश की समस्या है कि कानून के बारे में सम्मान भी नहीं और कानून के बारे में डर भी नहीं। आज ऐसी स्थिति है कि कहीं न कहीं अनेक जगह पर लैकुना है, लाक्षस है, और हम सब लोग मिलकर उसको दूर करेंगे।
The Sundar Committee in 2007 asked for licenses to be revoked for repeat offenders, something the government is looking at now in its draft legislation for a new law. In the meanwhile, the police say they are trying their best.
It's a multiple process basically. A drunken driver usually doesn't care about the speed and doesn't care about the red light, and they are in a kind of euphoria where the possibility of accident increases manifold. We are relying on the cancellation of the license as a deterrent to this menace, and very soon we are hopeful that the Motor Vehicle Act suitable amendments will be brought in which very heavy penalties will be levied, including jail sentences.
Often, it's just impossible to catch the culprits. Police are here at this man's house to try and revoke his license for drunk driving. But he's not here. He's missing.
कई बार एक्शन हुए, कई पुलिस वालों ने पकड़ा, पे छोड़ दिया, शराब पी के रहता, भगा देते हैं इसको वहाँ से आगे से भी।
Kanpur, once the Manchester of the East and an industrial hub, has the dubious distinction of leading India's road accident statistics. Rais, our driver, tells us not to wear a seatbelt the moment we hop on.
यहाँ पे कोई फॉलो नहीं करता है सीट। ज़रूरत है, जब कोई कायदा कानून प्रोटेक्शन बढ़ती है तब ज़रूरत आदमी सोचता लगाने को, लेकिन अभी कोई ऐसा नहीं है। और कोई बात होती है मौके वारदात, कोई एक्सीडेंट वगैरह अगर हो गया तो उस वक्त में आदमी 10-15 दिन फॉलो करता है, उसके बाद सब भूल जाता है।
Scenes of complete chaos here in Kanpur city, in the heart of the city. The traffic here is a nightmare. There are at least 3 traffic cops behind me trying to manage the traffic, but of course Indians don't really believe in following rules. There are cars coming in all directions here. We often blame the cops and the police for not having enough enforcement tools available to them or in having enough ways of managing the traffic, but really this seems to be a nightmare for the traffic cops as well. 50 lakh people in Kanpur city, and of course it ranks 4th when it comes to road accidents in India. No wonder why.
In a city of 50 lakh people, there are only 250 traffic policemen and women to manage this chaotic city.
चालान तो सर होते रहते हैं, लेकिन चालान को यहाँ पे लोग महत्व नहीं देते, सोचते हैं 100-200 रुपए का चालान है, क्या होगा इसका, ये करके चले जाते हैं। यहाँ पे कोई बाइक वगैरह नहीं है, यहाँ पे किसी को दौड़ाने के लिए ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि आगे हम उनके पास जो स्टंट ड्राइविंग करते हैं लड़के आते हैं 3-3 सवारी ट्रिपल राइडिंग करके कट मार के ऐसे निकल जाते हैं चौराहे पे, और अब्यूजिंग लैंग्वेज का प्रयोग करके चौराहे पे सिपाही को डांट के चले जाते हैं। हम लोग पकड़ नहीं पाते हैं, हमारे पास ऐसे संसाधन है नहीं ताकि उनको हम पकड़ सकें।
The volume of traffic is quite high here, as I told you. The population itself is around 50 lakhs here. So the number of vehicles that are plying on the roads are also quite high. And we have a national highway running through the Kanpur city. So there are a lot of traffic moving on the highway and a lot of trucks pass through this city.
Kanhaiya Lal's son was just 18 when an accident changed his life. He is paralyzed now, waist down. His father says all his dreams for his son are lost. Sumit has been bedridden for 6 years and there is no end to the medical bills. What will happen to him? What will happen when his parents get old? Who look after him then?
एक लोडर ने आकर के जो है हमारी गाड़ी पर टक्कर मार दी। हम लोग अपने साइड से जा रहे थे, हमारी गाड़ी की स्पीड भी ज़्यादा नहीं थी, उसमें स्पॉट पे ही 2 लोग स्पॉट पे ही ख़त्म हो गए और उस बच्चे का भविष्य भी पूरा ख़राब हो गया है। अब वो ना कुछ कर सकता है, ना बढ़ सकता है, ना वो चलने लायक है।
More than 1 million people have lost their lives in road accidents in the last decade. The World Health Organization says the numbers are much higher, perhaps 2 million.